G'day everybody, welcome back to another Rosh Reviews, and today we are in an R32 GTR Godzilla, and we are in beautiful Osaka, Japan. And this today, guys, is really a bucket list moment for me. Usually I'll try and be a little bit more of a professional car journalist, specs, factual details, but today I think you're gonna just come along with me on this ride, and we're just gonna have a bit of fun, really, because driving it here in Japan is quite complicated. It's quite narrow, technical, and we are about to just hit a Toge run up to the top of a mountain. So my heart's racing. I am bloody excited, and this GTR, it is nice. Now, let's just go over what is done to this GTR. Well, according to the guys I've rented this off, it's stock. Well, I can tell you it's not stock because I've already spotted a bigger intercooler. It's got an exhaust. There's about every kind of gauge cluster you could think of in the glove box. So this really is Fast and the Furious spec. And it does, I've had a look under the bonnet here as well, and it does have a intake. So it doesn't feel like it's that much faster than stock power, but there is definitely a few goodies on this particular one. And not to mention the Recaro bucket seats we're sitting in. Now this is Godzilla because, 33, the 34, everyone calls Godzilla. Look, the 32 is Godzilla. It is, because this is the OG, the original. This was the first iteration of this glorious RB26, DETT. Now, you guys all know the story. Originally, they claimed it about 276 brake horsepower. That's the Japanese gentlemanship agreed number. These things, though, really would have been pushing something closer to that, like 320 brake horsepower. And again, just the tuning capabilities is really what made these things Godzilla. And you can thank Australia, actually, for coming up with the term Godzilla, because Gibson Motorsports, oh yeah, the Aussies knew how to do it, and they basically turned this thing into Godzilla and gave it the reputation, because Gibson, they basically had a couple of these Nismo R32s, tore the whole thing down, basically just kept the frame, the engine block, that was about it, and they reinvented this thing into an insane race car that just absolutely dominated for so long, in fact, that in Australia they had to change the rules so that the R32 couldn't compete anymore. So give the V8 homegrown cars a chance to win, come on. But yeah, that is how bloody good these things are, they really are. It's freaking fun, man. And doing this in a manual is so much more rewarding. I've been doing this in K cars. You really can't go that fast, but... Oh, this is insane, guys. Let's see if we can go up this hill. We got up to about 70. Oh, and you just gotta constantly change gears. You really gotta give these race car drivers, these Toge runners here in Japan, some credit, because man, it takes some skill to go quick around here. I'll tell you what, with these hills, these corners, and just the roads being so tight is also. Now these R32s, they did come out in 1989, and I was born in 1990, so I'm 31 years old. This car is 32 years old, and it's a 32, woo! And this has always been a car, if I told myself if I ever got enough money, I would buy one in a 1990 spec, just because I love the fact it's as old as me. It's a hero car for me personally, and it just does have so much history, soul, and my God. Just, oh, we're coming into a tunnel! Okay, we're dropping it down. Let's go back into first here. Oh, there's tunnel as well. How good, people. How good. How bloody good. All right, guys, so we are just here. We're at the top of this mountain, and just look at this GTR. Like, it is in this black. It just looks absolutely so clean. It's got the Nismo wheels here. Just so good. You know, you can see you've got that bigger intercooler up there. And I love how he's got the 32 number plate even. So that's just nice attention to detail. Far out. And look at this view, guys. We are currently on top of this mountain. The city of Osaka is way down there. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it is just absolutely gorgeous up here. And this GTR, man, beautiful. Now, it does say Nismo on it. I'm not confident in saying this is actually a Nismo. I'm not sure. I think they might have just put some of that cool branding on it, but man, just, it's an iconic shape. Beautiful car. You know, he hasn't done anything stupid to it to make it really look out of place. And let's just have a look on the inside here. You know, we've got the Recaro bucket seats here, which are still pretty comfortable. Excuse my cameras and stuff are still set up. We've got that Nardi wheel, the 5-speed manual, you know, all your gauges are in here. And it's just awesome, man. It's very cool. And I will show you this thing's party trick that I was telling you before with all the gauges, very initial D style here. You drop this down, you're ready to race, mate. I don't know what they're all for, you know, I think they're all just for show, really, for the tourists, but that is cool. At the pops. Take it to about 3,000, change up nicely, and you get a lovely little pop out the exhaust. It's not a stupidly loud car, you know, obviously you can make it that way, but, you know, I think this is a really tastefully done 32, you know, maybe minus the Fast and Furious glove box here, but I think it's still kind of cool. Yeah, just pure driver's car, this. And on a mountain road in Japan, in Godzilla, mate, it doesn't get much better than this. It really doesn't. And again, these 32s, you know, I just love the looks of it. You know, it's just got that boxier look to it. It's a little bit smaller, and I just think the proportions are right. And when you sit in here, it's just like a true driver's car. You know, like there's not many assistants here. You know, you've just got your basic gauges that you need. The steering is just very raw and connective. You just sit right in these bucket seats. The throws are short. The clutch pedal's easy. And man, Godzilla under the bonnet here, she responds well. Oh, this is amazing. It is. Another cheeky launch here, the second gear pull, second gear. Third to fourth is a little bit tricky, you gotta go very slowly, but man, around 6,000 you can feel this thing kind of come alive even more. It's, Jesus. Wow, what a fun car, man. this might just be a 30-year-old Datsun, but I gotta tell you, that 2.6 liter twin turbo Godzilla engine, she does have some life in her still. And well, we are out on this mountainous road. Let's try and see what she's got, shall we? So. She's got some life still, yes. This car just has so much grip being all-wheel drive. I'm not sure if the high kiss steering is actually working in this model. I know some of these did get a sort of rear drive assist when you turn, so the back wheels would help you along as well, but I gotta tell you, it handles really nicely here. It just feels good in the hands. Wow, what a freaking awesome day. Now I'm gonna finish the video off here today, guys. So look, I met my hero today, my Japanese one, in the hills of Osaka. My goodness, guys, I can't recommend it enough. If you guys do find yourself in Japan one day, make sure you rent one of these things, because man, it is just about life-changing how fun it has been today. And another tunnel. Oh my word. Well, look, I think this video has spoken for itself. So again, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And as always, we'll see you on that next video. Oh man.